morning, everyone. It's like 8 a.m., something like that. And we've been awake since 5:30, I think. We just had a slow little morning to ourselves. And today, I'm gonna try something new. I don't think I've ever spoken about this on here, but I don't have any friends. Well, no, that's not quite the right wording. So, in my hometown, I have my best friend. We've been best friends since kindergarten. And then I do have friends in Berlin, I have friends in New York. Basically all the places I used to live, I have friends. But I moved here last fall without knowing anyone besides my boyfriend. He's kind of from the area. And I haven't made any new friends yet. And I just had such a hard time because in the beginning, I did go to school to become a kindergarten teacher, but I had to quit as soon as I got pregnant because they wouldn't allow me to come anymore. And so I was by myself, which is fine. I'm a very introverted person. I love being on my own. I love being alone, and now I love just being with the baby. But honestly, sometimes I know that even though it's kind of hard for me to branch out, it is for the best. And so I had a really hard time finding people here. And I honestly think that this is an issue that a lot of young mothers have, that basically it is very hard to make friends as a mom anyway, I believe. But I think it is even harder when you're 10 years younger than anyone else you're pretty much meeting with a baby. And so I wouldn't say that I was lonely the past few months, but honestly there were just days and times where I wish I could have had someone to talk to. Like not on the phone, but actually in person. And I started doing like a pelvic floor exercising class 2 weeks ago, which is what you should do after you gave birth. I had no idea about that, but my midwife told me, so that's great. And so I went and I met this woman that I really liked. And so I built up all my courage and texted her and I was like, hey, I like you. I think you're really kind and you're really nice. And I would love to meet you. Like, would you like to go somewhere with me? And today we're going on a walk. It doesn't seem like much, but I love to go on walks. I always love doing it. And I feel like with a baby now, it's even better because he loves to be outside and he sleeps really well in his stroller. So today we are gonna meet up to go on a walk. And I am nervous, to be honest, but also really excited because she is so cool and kind and I just really want this to work out. I just really want her to be a friend, to be honest. So I have to leave at around 9:30 and I figured I would just get ready and share like the process with you. It is extremely hot outside, not only today but like the past couple of days. Tomorrow it's gonna be colder, but today it's still 30 degrees and Germany is not built to sustain heats that high. Like we don't have ACs, we don't have all of that in our buildings. So I figured I would just take you along getting ready. I kind of want to put my hair up. I don't want to do a lot of makeup just because it's going to be so hot. But yeah, these are the plans for today. So let's get ready together. I'm gonna do this hairstyle that is pretty easy actually, where I just do 2 braids and then I'm just kind of crossing them above my head. It's a style that I've seen Patty Boyd wear. I'm just gonna leave out a little bit of hair in the front and then I put this behind my ears. I think I've made a tutorial for this hairstyle, but it's probably only like a short. So maybe you haven't seen it yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this. And then I'll just do like a classic braid straight down. It's actually pretty easy, as said. I'm not doing like a lot today. I brushed my hair this morning, so this should be fine. Just kind of like doing a tighter braid. I don't know if it's a character thing or if... I honestly don't know what it is about, but as a teenager and as a kid, I had a really easy time making friends. And I think it's because you're constantly thrown into groups of people. Like you meet people at your kindergarten, at your school, at sports, at activities. And I feel like the older you get, the harder it actually gets to make friends. But whenever I moved, and I've moved a lot in my life and to different cities and countries, I always worked there. And so I kind of always knew someone and I always lived with roommates, and I feel like that just makes such a big difference, if I'm being honest. Like I always had people around me, so I feel like it was always just a little easier to find friends. And now that I moved here, as said, my boyfriend, he's kind of like from the area. He already has friends here, obviously, which is great and they're really nice, but I just kind of want friends for myself. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone, but I feel like maybe you'll be able to understand that even though if you're like in a relationship, and I love my boyfriend, I love to spend time with him, sometimes I just want to spend time with like friends that are more interested in what I am interested in. So that's just that. Honestly, I am really excited for today, but also pretty nervous. I feel like I've never been this vulnerable in a vlog, but I just want to be honest with you because I feel like that's a struggle that maybe a lot of people have. I do have a hard time keeping contact with people, like staying in touch. It's just not that easy for me. I feel like a lot of the times people like text me and then I forget to text back, and then I just get anxiety and I just feel like I can't answer now. And I'm honestly so grateful for my best friend because we've just known each other for so long and she keeps up with me no matter what, and that's just great. And I do have incredible friends overseas and like in different places, but you know, as said, I just feel like sometimes you need someone who's there with you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just take the braid up across and then just pin it in place with a bobby pin. And then I'm also just gonna pin down this end, but I'm just gonna pin that with this braid. So you're kind of like tucking the ends under the braid and then fixing it like that. I don't really know how to say it. Basically, you just use like the braid that's already there to hold this one up. And then as said, I'm gonna push this down. Oh no, that's actually looking fine. Besides that little part over here, I need to fix it. It's also dark in the camera. Honestly, I thought I had it. Okay, so this is the finished hairstyle. As said, it's just very easy, very quick, and it's great for hot days. I love it. And then for makeup, I'm not gonna do anything. I applied some lip oil. I actually got this one with crystals in it. And then honestly, that's it. I just applied some sunscreen this morning, and so I'm just gonna get dressed now. So I thrifted this dress yesterday and it is so beautiful. However, it is really big on me, so I feel like it needs some styling, but it is so cute. I honestly love it. It's like the perfect 60s hippie dress, and it is so soft and has like the most beautiful detailing. So let me show you how I style this. The first thing I'm gonna do is to button it up. I feel like buttoned up all the way, it's just gonna look a lot better. So now that that's done, let's work on the sleeves because they're really long. So let me show you how I go from this sleeve to this. So basically what I like to do is to use a hair tie, and then I'm just kind of putting it around my wrist, and then I'm just kind of tucking like the end of the sleeve under. I feel like this is great if you don't want to do permanent alterations to a dress, and since I'm wearing it for the first time today, I just kind of want to keep the option of doing something else. But this is so much better, and this is just so light and airy, and honestly it's perfect for a summer day. So as you can see, the dress is just really shapeless. It doesn't have like any sort of cut to it, and because it's so big on me, it like looks a little weird. So what I'm gonna do is use this guitar strap. I know I got this thrifting and I think it is a guitar strap, but I've been using it as a belt ever since. And I'm just gonna belt this right below my chest. So it was really popular for the 70s and that kind of like medieval 60s look to just have dresses belted right underneath your chest. So I prefer that over belting it at my waist. So basically I'm just gonna tie it and like put a little knot in the back. I love this belt. It is so dreamy. So full disclosure, I feel like I kind of look like I belong in a cult in the 60s. But it's also really cute. I love this look. I do have this pair of beautiful leather sandals and I love the green color, and I feel like it'll go really well with the belt, so I'm gonna wear these for today. So I also added this ring and these earrings, and I feel like this is the finished look. Honestly, I really like it. I think it is going to be really breezy, at least I hope so. If you're wondering why I wear a long sleeve dress even though it is incredibly hot out, it's basically because I also get sunburned really badly, really easily. So I just kind of want to make sure that I don't get sunburned today. So this is the look, and I honestly just really love it. It is light, it is breezy, it is airy, and I prefer this over like a tight short dress. Even shorts, I feel like denim shorts are sometimes a lot hotter then dresses like this. So it is almost 9:30, we gotta leave. I am very, very nervous, but also really excited, and I just hope that this goes well. I don't think I'm gonna take the camera with me. I might film a little on my phone, but I don't want this to be weird. I just want to have some time with her. It's gonna be her baby, me, my baby. So I feel like I'm just gonna check back in with you later. It is quite a few hours later. I think it's like 5 or something right now. I'm currently on a walk by myself. I try to do this more often now. Basically, my boyfriend comes home from work a little after 4 usually, and then I just try to go out for 20 minutes, just like a short amount of time, to have that time for myself. It does wonders for my mental health, and I really, really enjoy just being out with myself and my thoughts for a little. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I love to spend time with my baby, but sometimes it's just so nice to have a few minutes to myself. I also did a little footwear change into these wooden heels because I still try to break them in. I'm just wearing them whenever I can for a little. But I quickly wanted to sum up what my morning was like, because we haven't talked since then. Also, if you're seeing like my photography stuff in the background, it's because I took a picture. I like to just bring my camera out, or I like my phone when I go on a walk, to listen to music and just take my outfit pictures that you can then see on Instagram. I truly hope it isn't too windy, but it seems to be pretty wind still. So I had a wonderful morning. Basically, it was so nice to meet someone new, and like, I knew her, but we never really talked for long. And she is so nice, so kind, and it definitely encouraged me to like step out of my comfort zone a little more and try to make more friends. And so we talked about doing this weekly now, which I would absolutely love, because it was just so much fun. Like, walking around the lake, I think we walked for maybe like 2 hours or something. Then we came back home and the baby and I passed out on the couch. We were so tired, but it was beautiful out. And as someone who just has a kind of hard time to make friends, this was a great experience, because it just showed me that there's nothing to be afraid of, and that it is actually great to venture out, meet new people, talk to people that you maybe wouldn't usually. Because for me personally, I find a lot of my friends online because they share the same interests, and with her I felt like, even though like some of my interests she doesn't share, we share a lot of other interests, and that was great. So I feel like online I meet a lot of people through my love for the 60s and 70s, and she does not share that love, but she shares a few other interests that I have. So that was really great. I wanted to do a quick stop in the shadow because it is so warm actually, but I quickly wanted to tell you what my plans are for the rest of the day. So tonight I want to do a little sewing project, and I will try to take you along because I just want to like upcycle some things that I have, which I'm going to show you. And then also we might be moving, so we're not 100, I mean, we're sure we're going to move at some point. We only have 2 rooms in our apartment. It is pretty tiny and we need another room with the baby, and we looked at an apartment on Monday. Today's Thursday, and we loved it. We'll probably try to get it, and I honestly feel so inspired to decorate a new apartment. I could decorate apartments for a living. That sounds like such a fun job, being an interior designer, but yeah, we will see if that'll actually work out for us. However, as said, tonight I want to do the sewing project, and I really want to take a shower. Like, a cold shower seems like the perfect thing to do right now. So I'm gonna go back inside because I've been outside for 20 minutes now and I kind of really miss my baby. So let's get back home. I should wait. We can wait. I'll wait as long as you would like. I'll stay with you all through the night. I feel like the heat is giving me some sort of natural blush, which is nice, but it's also just really warm. However, in the apartment it's actually fine. We just leave everything dark until later in the day. It's almost 6, so we just opened the blinds, and then we're not gonna open the windows for another hour, and then it's gonna be colder. But as I said, it's supposed to thunderstorm tonight, so that might be really cool. So the sewing project I want to do today is a little upcycling, because a couple of days ago I was just playing around with the baby, and then I reached for some of my old toys, and I just need to show you these. These are my 3 favorite stuffed animals, and they are just done. So The one thing he loves the most, and I'm a little embarrassed to share this, is this. This is my old music box. Like, but he loves the song. He loves it, and I like to play it for him. But I don't want to give it to him because I'm a little scared that he might rip some of the filling. This is Alma. I had this sheep since I was born, and she's been through a lot. You can definitely tell. So I feel like I just need to give her some new clothes. And my idea is to kind of keep like the face, and then I want to use this old tank top. I think this belonged to my mom, and then she passed it down to me, and I don't really wear it. And I don't really wear it, and I also have another one of these, so I figured I could just use this to give her a new outfit. And then these two are stuffed animals, but they're actually rattles. This is Mimi, this is Fred. As said, I've had them since I was like a tiny baby, so they've been through a lot. This used to be a frog, and this is a bear. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually kind of funny to me that I still kept these. I don't know, these are just like my most important stuffed animals. But they've been through a lot as well. So there's like a little tear back here, and then the front is teared. And then this one is also torn apart, and you can like even like see the little plastic rattle in there. So these two are gonna get new outfits as well. And for both of them, I actually picked fabrics that I have as dresses, and I just shortened them and I kept the excess. So for him, I'm gonna use this. This is a dress. I'm gonna put up a picture right here. I shortened to make it into like a micro mini. In hindsight, I could have left it a tad bit longer, but here we are. So I'm just gonna use this. I love this psychedelic fabric. I feel like it's so much fun. And then for the little bear, I want to use this fabric. This is a baby doll dress that I have. I'm gonna put up a picture over here as well. And because this is such a thin fabric, I'm gonna line it with this white fabric. I actually got this from my mom. It's a scrap. I think this used to be a dish towel from IKEA. She already cut out something of it. But I'm just gonna use this as a base. So I've never done this before, but my idea is to kind of pin the fabric on the stuffy and then just kind of sewing it on top, because the seams are actually still really good, and I don't think I can put this under my sewing machine. So I just like decided which part of the fabric I want to have here, and then I'm gonna pin it in place, cut off the excess, and then I think because it's kind of frilly on the parts where you cut it, I'm just gonna fold it and then just kind of sew it on top like that. I really hope this works. We'll see. I'm kind of thinking about how I do like his little hands. I feel like I might just try to go around and then leave these out by just like cutting a little hole maybe for the arms to fit through. Because honestly, that would be great. Also, you can probably hear my baby babbling in the background. There's something really weird feeling about putting needles into a stuffed animal. Okay, so it also has this like little part down here, and I think I'm just gonna leave it longer in the bag and then try to sew that on here. I don't think this is going to turn out perfect, but I don't think my baby will care, if I'm being honest. I'll try my best and that'll be good. So let me get some scissors and cut him out of here, and then I'll get sewing.
I can feel your love every time that you speak. Soothing sounds abound on their way to me. Place and me, you are a flower girl, flower girl.
So the frog is the first one to be done. I love him. I feel like he looks like he belongs on the cover of Their Satanic Majesty Request by the Rolling Stones. And that actually went so well. So next up, I'm gonna do the music box. And I already cut it out. And I think I'm just gonna do this with the machine because I kind of just want to go around, and then I think I'm just gonna cut out the face, it's on this side, and just kind of go around that. And I'm probably gonna do that by hand. So let's start by using the machine. So I'm not as happy with this one as I am with the frog, because this is like a stretchier fabric and my machine doesn't really do well with stretchy fabric, so I should have known better. However, I do kind of like the way that it looks a little frilly around the edges. I feel like that's actually kind of cute. Also, I opted for red stitches. I just feel like that was such a cool look, and I feel like the red, the blue, and the white is such a classic 60s color combo, and it's also used in the Who's logo, so I feel like that's really cool. And I mean, I left the feet out and it's still intact, obviously, so I need to cut out the face, and I'm gonna do that, and I think I'll just do that later tonight because it's about to be 8 p.m. and we haven't had dinner yet, so I feel like I'm gonna prepare that now and then get back to that later, and then I'll probably just put up some shots here of what all of these look like when they're finished. But honestly, I'm really happy with the frog. I feel like he turned out really cool in his new 60s outfit. So it's starting to rain pretty badly outside, but I don't know if that is the thunderstorm we were promised, because so far it's not looking that bad. Let me show you. The sky's definitely dark. It gets a little lighter down there, and I saw some lightning strike. But other than that, it's not really raining. It like rained a tiny little bit. I mean, it's darker over there, but we'll just see. So I think I'm gonna end the video right here. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe this helped you. If you don't have a lot of friends either, or you have a hard time making friends, maybe you found this a little helpful. I don't know. I think I might do an update in a couple of weeks, see how this goes, but I don't know if anyone is even interested in that. But maybe this video just showed you that if you're afraid of doing something, venturing out, going out of your comfort zone, that most of the time it's probably for the best. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love you to give it a thumbs up and maybe even share it with a friend. It supports me, it supports the channel, and it would mean a lot. Leave a comment down below telling me if you liked the video and maybe if there are some things that you're currently struggling with, or maybe you have some more ideas on how to find friends in new cities, because I would really much appreciate hearing a little more about that. If you want to see more videos all about the 60s and 70s or about my life as a young mom, make sure to subscribe. I try to do 1 to 2 videos a week, and I would love for you to subscribe. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go out, enjoy the sunshine, or maybe the rain if you're somewhere where it's really hot today. Take yourself some time to focus on you and your mental health today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye everybody.